Shalom, all praises to Yahweh, Ba'Hashem Yahushai, double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, Ba'Hashem Rachak. My name is Jacobo from Plaintables Camp, and this is the images from the Hubble telescope. 3I, which is, I believe, 3 is the third phenomena they found in space, or 3I, and Atlas, because that's the survey that discovered it, and it was a Hubble telescope. That's the actual device that discovered it, and it's being nicknamed Ezekiel's wheels. So when you look in the scriptures, you got the book of Psalms, you have Kings, Second Kings, you have Daniel, you have Ezekiel, and I believe that's what Zechariah 5. But we look at Ezekiel, and it mentions about the wheel in the midst of a wheel. So now, as I beheld the living creatures, behold, one wheel upon the earth by the living creatures with his 4 faces. The appearance of the wheels and their work was like of the color of the beryl, and they 4 had one likeness in their appearance and their work, as it were a wheel in the midst of a wheel. When they went upon their 4 sides, and they turned not when they went. All right. So these were the angels. These are spiritual beings in this phenomena, wheel in the midst of a wheel. And they can change their shape, their color, their phase, and light that we can see with our, with the naked eye and with their instruments. So when you go to the book of Exodus, what, the 13th chapter, 21st verse, it says, "And Yahweh went before them by day in the pillar of a cloud to lead them the way, and by night in the pillar of fire to give them light to go by day and night. And he took not away the pillar of the cloud by day, nor the pillar of the fire by night from before the people," the children of Israel, our ancestors. So these images, I believe, these are pictures of the angels in space. When they reveal themselves, when they want to be revealed. Now, the elite, the people that are behind the, setting the Hubble up, and Hubble means something. What does Hubble mean? Does it come from a certain language? I think the apostles looked it up before, some time ago. Though small, modest, deeper root, humus, earth. Yeah, so that's what they're saying. But it may be a deeper meaning. I forget exactly what else it means, but it says from the Latin. It means low earth, or literally close to the ground. All right. So I think it's a deeper meaning than that, but or, to bring low later. Well, you could say, because the scriptures tell you that though thou exalt thyself to the heavens, thus will I bring thee down. Let's see if I can find, is that in Obadiah? Exalt yourself as the eagle, bring you down. Bible verse. I think that's in the book of Obadiah. So yeah, it may be a Hebrew meaning or another language meaning, but just from that, from the Latin book of Obadiah, just from the Latin, it coincides. It's in concord with the book of Obadiah. It says, Obadiah 1:04, though thou exalt thyself as the eagle, and though thou set thy nest among the stars, thence will I bring thee down, saith Yahweh. All right. Hubble telescope, bring thee down, similar, meaning, same what the computer gonna say. Put the two together, and sometimes it'll correlate it, but then they'll say, oh no. Oh, it says excellent connection. You're right, Obadiah. Though thou exalt thyself as the equal. Well, I already knew that. I just, wanted to see if they're gonna tell me the truth or lie. I can see the connection. Hubble, low earth. It says, and you're right, Obadiah 1:4, though thou exalt thyself as the eagle, thence will I bring thee down, saith the Lord, can symbolically echo modern parallels like the Hubble telescope or even humanity's ventures into space. Wow, okay. Exaltation, reaching the heavens, yeah, see? Humanity builds telescope like Hubble, sending them above Earth to see the stars. It's a literal ascent into the heavens. Edom believed its high mountain fortress made it untouchable. And the high mountain fortress is just talking about the space station and the experiments they're doing in space. That's why they go up there. They're trying to figure out how to live in space. So when the Earth is destroyed, which is not going to be destroyed, when America is destroyed, Babylon, America, they can live in space. You ain't nah. That's going to be a temporary habit. You're going to bring you right down. 2 Kings 2:11. And it came to pass as they still went on and talked that, behold, there appeared a chariot of fire and horses of fire, and parted them both asunder. And Elijah went up by a whirlwind into heaven. And Elisha saw it and cried, my father, the chariot of Israel and the horsemen thereof. And he saw him no more, and he took hold of his own clothes and rent them in two. So these are the wheels and the symbol of horses that Elisha saw. Elisha is recorded anyway from the works we saw. He did more acts than Elijah did. Now, you don't know all the acts that Elijah actually did, but the uh, the scriptures give you more of a detail on Elisha's works. So this was the aerial phenomena, because the Church of Israel can appear in many different forms, and this is just one form that the chariots, which are the angels, take form in the form of wheels. Sometimes they take form of a rectangle or a square, like the Borg cube. And these are not for the salvation of Esau. When they see these wheels and these cubes, is for so-called white man's destruction. It's not for his help to aid him, and it's a blessing. No, it's a terror. Daniel 7:9. I beheld till the thrones were cast down, and the Ancient of Days did sit, whose garment was white as snow, and his hair as Slakia, and the hair of his head like the pure wool. His throne was like a fiery flame, and his wheels as burning fire. All right, because that's how bright they were. All right, and just imagine the different colors that were emanating from the ship. All right, or his throne, which is represented there as a ship, with the wheels. A fiery stream issued and came forth from before him. Thousands and thousands ministered unto him, and 10,000 times 10,000 stood before him. The judgment was set, and the books were opened. So the angels were all around the Father. All right. Yahweh, the source, the creation. Then we got Gabriel that shows up in the 8th chapter. All right. So when you see these wheels or the appearance of an angel, sometimes the prophet will describe everything he sees, or just describe some things that he sees. All right. This is the curse, I believe, as it says in Zechariah. It's a flying roll. So this is a curse. All right, a curse. Zechariah 5:1. And I turned and I lifted up my eyes and looked, and behold, a flying roll. And he said unto me, What seest thou? And I answered, I see a flying roll. The length thereof is 20 cubits, and the breadth thereof 10 cubits. Then said he unto me, This is a curse that goeth forth over the face of the whole earth, for everyone that stealeth shall be cut off as on this side according to it, and everyone that sweareth shall be cut off as on that side according to it. So when you see these ships, that's for Edom's destruction and the salvation of Israel.